Hi, and welcome to He Said, She Said. We have returning champion Liz here today, and brave enough to challenge her was Jim here. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Liz, what's the strategy for defending the title today?
Just not even going to worry about it. Don't have much of an opponent, so I feel like I should be fine.
How do you feel about that, Jim?
Well, I think I'm not going to even pay that any mind. I got enough confidence to think I can take this home.
Well, we'll see. She did beat Ryan, who was a pretty tough competitor last week. Did you see?
Yeah, it was all right. You know, I don't think he had quite enough guesses to throw himself into the championship, though.
Yeah, well, we have changed the rules based on viewer demand from last week's episode. You will no longer be penalized for guessing.
I think
So
it's best that way.
There we go. All right.
you can
Makes it
still
even
get
better.
double the points, but no penalty for guessing now.
Nice.
That works.
So let's go ahead and start the first round then. We're going to cover movies for the first round, seeing as that was the most popular round last time.
I won
Yes.
that round.
And remember, Jim, you weren't here, so I'll explain the rules to you. You have to name the movie, not the person.
All right.
All right? You guys ready?
Yes.
I think so.
Let's get this game started. 1969. Kid, the next time I say let's go someplace like Bolivia, let's go someplace like Bolivia. Liz, you are correct.
I'm gonna 1969 movie. I don't know.
Paul Newman as Butch Cassidy and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Great movie. Definitely recommend checking it out. Cool Hand Luke's best role. All right, so next we have 1988. It's more recent.
A little closer
Good.
to our year.
You guys have both seen movies from 1988, right?
Oh yeah.
I think so, yeah.
It's Molly Ringwald. I love her.
I almost guarantee you've seen this one. Probably my favorite movie. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Who said it? You're both incorrect. Anyone want to wager a guess anyways?
Drawn. Oh, is it from the Breakfast Club?
Incorrect. 1988
1988.
is somewhat of a trick question.
I don't know. You know, I'm sorry. I don't think I have a guess for that one.
Anybody seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, really? Wow.
Not
It
since
was
I was like 5.
Jessica Rabbit,
Oh,
played by
Drawn.
Kathleen Turner.
Drawn. Okay.
That makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense now.
All right, so maybe the 80s aren't your strong suit, but we'll stay with it. 1987. All right. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Who said it? Liz, you are correct, and you were the first one up.
Wall
What?
Street.
Yes, you are correct. Michael Douglas. So, did you see the sequel?
I saw the sequel. That's the only.
Yeah.
I felt like he said that.
Yeah, that was definitely him. Great sequel. Just about as good as the first one. Here's another sequel, though. 2000. You both probably remember this movie. Not that long ago. Well, 12 years.
Yeah.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? You're both correct.
Meet the
Name them.
Parents.
Yes.
Oh, I was trying to. I'm like Greg.
Definitely seen that movie.
All right. Robert De Niro is Jack Burns in Meet the Parents. Great round, guys. Tie score right now, 3-3.
All right.
Very good first round. Very close.
Yeah.
Thought you might be pulling ahead there, but a little tough on naming the movie. So, how was everybody's weekend? You guys see any movies?
Actually, it was fantastic. I went skydiving.
Really?
No.
Oh.
I was busy working all weekend.
I thought you might have just jumped out of a plane for fun anyways.
I worked and then went to Dave and Buster's. That's.
Oh, nice. That sounds like fun.
Oh yeah.
So would you consider yourself, superhero fan at all? Either one of you?
Absolutely, yeah.
You seen the Avengers yet?
Yes, yeah.
No.
Well, you might be at a disadvantage here, Liz, because this next round is going to be all superhero quotes.
All right.
This is a male-based subject field.
It's comics, movies, and even the actors in the films that play superheroes.
And we are saying the superhero.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Just loves throwing those cards.
Has a great effect.
So let's start with a very, very recent one. Very popular superhero here. I mean, first of all, let me say whichever superhero first came up with the idea of wearing a cape, he wasn't really on to anything good. The number of times I'm treading on that damn thing or I throw a punch and it ends up covering my whole head, it's really not practical. Both locked in with he. Who said it?
Is it the Green Lantern?
Incorrect.
The Thing?
Incorrect. I don't think the Thing wore a cape.
Oh, duh. Okay,
That was
I missed that part of it, yeah.
that was Christian Bale as
Yeah.
Batman.
All right.
That just sounded way too funny for Christian Bale.
He's a funny
He's so
guy.
serious.
He's a funny guy. You think he was serious when he was yelling at that guy? It was all comedy. Great YouTube video. Trying to get himself a cult following that way. So, how about a super villain? You guys like villains?
Oh yeah.
I like to watch
Villains like to steal the show, I think. So, let's give him one. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. Who said it? You're both correct. Any guesses?
Super villain.
Multiple. Chance.
Chance?
The
We're not playing
question-
Monopoly, I'm sorry.
No, the guy with the question marks.
The Riddler?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Doctor Doom?
Also incorrect. Riddler was very close. The Joker.
Oh,
And the Killing Joke.
staying towards the Batman theme, huh?
Somebody's got to pull away here. You guys staying tied up here. It's too close. Somebody's got to win.
That makes the game much more exciting.
I'm just letting her, I'm taking it easy on her for now.
Oh,
So if
I'm
you
not taking it
if you
easy on
guys don't like the new school comics, I guess you don't know who they are. Let's go old school.
Oh, fantastic.
What was it that John Lennon said? Love is the flower you've got to let grow. Let it grow already and quit trying to legislate it. Who said it? Jim, you're correct. Any ideas?
Poison Ivy?
Incorrect. That was Wonder Woman.
Of course
Speaking
I
to
go
Congress.
The Batman theme and then we switch.
All right. So we'll go. We'll give it one more. How's that? I don't want you with me. I don't need you. I don't need anybody. With my strength, my power, the world is mine. Who said it? You were correct, both of you. Liz, you were first.
It's not. Is it a villain?
It is a hero.
Oh, then it is the Hulk.
You were correct.
Ooh, nice one.
Way to tie it up there with the last question. Wow. Still tied 11-11 here.
Okay.
It's amazing. How'd you know that, Liz?
Strength. You just think of the Hulk.
Was that going to be your answer as well, Jim?
No, I was I was gonna have to ask to make sure it wasn't a villain, and then once they kind of threw me through a loop after that, so I think I would have had to have a
I
strange
was
guess
thinking
out
like
there.
Dr. Evil if it was a villain. You know what I mean? Like, that's
The
not
Hulk's
really
tough to
comic, but-
classify, though, because he's not really as much of a hero as he probably should be. He's just a smasher.
And he's
but-
green.
Yeah. And he's angry all the time.
Hormones.
Not a good superhero, if you ask me. You shouldn't
I
be
think-
angry all the time.
I think his scientist, background as when he's not the Hulk, I think kind of helps play into his superhero role.
Yeah, maybe a bit. I wish I was a nice super scientist Hulk sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of got its perks, I would think.
Definitely couldn't be that bad. I mean, you really think you'd have to go to school if you were a superhero?
No.
What kind of degree does a superhero need?
And they always got the girl or the guy.
Exactly. So, unfortunately, the rest of us do have to go to school.
Yep.
Pretty tough life. Liz, I know you know what I'm talking about there.
I just got my grades back. I'm pumped.
Excellent. How'd you do?
3 A minuses, a B, and a B minus.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What about you, Jim? How do you feel about school?
You know, I loved it for the time being. I went on to college, but I decided it wasn't really for me and kind of stopped going.
So you're trying to be a superhero still, huh?
In a sense, yeah.
Fair enough. Sometimes the world needs a superhero. But I would tell you the same thing Spider-Man once relayed to me. With great power comes great responsibility. Young Padawan. Or something like that.
I was going to say, that was kind of a mix, but I'll take it.
All right, so it's graduation time. So we're going to do some commencement speeches. Do some quotes from those.
Okay.
Sounds like fun, right? You look terrified, Liz.
I'm feeling a little nervous.
It's tied up.
I
You've
know.
been able to stay in there, so let's see how this goes. All right, we're gonna start with Harvard, 2008. I really like to speak at Harvard, though. If you're gonna go speak somewhere, where else would you go?
Yep.
You're gonna go to Harvard. All right. You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well have not lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Who said it? Jim, you're correct. Would you care to wager a guess?
I don't think I got one.
I thought it was Obama.
A woman that was a great failure and now a great success. She's British?
Oh, Margaret Thatcher?
Incorrect. She writes children's literature?
J.K. Tolkien? Or, I mean,
J.K. Rowling.
Rowling, thank you.
Nice try with the Tolkien.
Hey, it worked. It was kind of a mix, wasn't it?
He was the wrong gender, though. All right. And I don't think he could have made it to 2008 at Harvard, but it's all right. We'll go back in time a little bit. 2003. Stay at Harvard, though. Like I said, everybody goes to Harvard. It's a good one. You're about to enter into a world filled with hypocrisy and doublespeak. A world in which your limo to the airport is often a half hour late, in addition to not even being a limo at all. Oftentimes it's a Lincoln Town car. You're about to enter a world where you ask your new assistant, Jamie, to bring you a tall, non-fat latte, and he comes back with a short, soy cappuccino. Guess what, Jamie? You're fired. Not too hard to get right, my friend. All right, you both got it correct. Who was it?
Donald Trump.
Nope.
I had to go with the "you're fired" line.
I'm gonna say. I don't know.
It's pretty funny. Could be a comedian.
Could be a comedian.
I mean, do you really think anybody else would say that at a commencement speech?
Well, why would they be
That's
at
what I would, I
Harvard?
guess.
Well, Harvard likes to get
Alright,
people.
I'm gonna just say Adam Sandler.
Will Ferrell.
I would
That
love
was a
him to
better
be at
guess
my.
than me.
I would love him to be at my commencement speech.
Yeah, just don't mess up his coffee order.
Apparently, yeah.
No, that actually does sound like he'd say that now, like Jamie, like with the coffee, like I don't know.
Or the limos to the airport. That's not a limo at all.
It's a town.
It's a tough life. Tough life they live.
Very tough.
So, I guess we'll move on. We don't have to stay at Harvard. They got competitors out there, you know. So, what do you guys think about Stanford? Stanford's a good school. Let's see what they got to say out there. In 2005, good year. Good year. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else is secondary. Who said it? Jim, you are correct.
I'm just no good with these names. 2005.
In Stanford. So, California. What big industry is in California?
Could be anybody. I don't know. Let's go.
Centered around Stanford and the
Oh, Steve Jobs.
correct.
Do I still
Way
get
to
points
jump
for that?
in. You got it.
Do I still get points?
Yes,
Oh, awesome.
of course you do.
Gotta go over the guy that's stuttering up on everything.
Hey, that's how I won last time.
There you go.
I was gonna give the Silicon Valley quote, but you know, I figured
That one
you
no
didn't
help.
need it. You don't know Silicon Valley?
No.
Great movie. All right, so some schools aren't as prestigious as Harvard or Stanford, but people still go speak there, you know? You can occasionally get a good commencement speaker. Let's go to SUNY Buffalo, 2006. All right? Life is not easy for anyone. Sometimes you don't see the challenges on the outside, but every single one of us has both those and everything that goes on inside as well. Give it your all. Dare to be all you can be. Who said it? You're both correct. Anybody? Last quote of the
Clinton.
round. What's that?
Hillary Clinton?
Yes. Wow.
I
And you
love
just
him.
tied it up on the last question again.
You know, I'm good with guessing the gender, but she's got the names down, I think.
I love Hill.
The score is 23-23
There we go.
going into the final round of the day. That's tough.
Well, she was a New York
I thought
senator.
I had it pulled away there. I just can't get any names right.
I'm worried for you, Jim. I'm
You
worried.
know, my
You should
confidence
be.
is slowly going down.
It's going to
I
be
have-
a close
I have a
race to
worthy
the
opponent,
finish.
I've come to realize.
Well, you were going into the last round behind last time. You're in a much more advantageous position this way, Liz. How do you feel right now?
You know, I still feel confident, but, you know, there's some respect going now, so, you know.
All right, Jim, are you worried?
You know, my confidence, like I was saying, is kind of a little drained, but I think if I just kind of push on and make sure I get a couple right answers when it comes to guessing the names, I think I'll be all right.
All right, well, we'd like to see either one of you back here next week. So who's it going to be?
How does doubles champion sound for a new game show? I think it sounds pretty good.
Well, I don't know, but we may have to have a quiz off at the end or something if you guys seem to tie here. We're going to have to, you know what, on the last quote, stop guessing. That's how you catch up. All right, so last round. Everybody, yesterday was Mother's Day. Did you all call your mothers? Did you speak
Yes.
to them?
Yep.
How was that?
It was a little long, but it was fine.
I
Okay.
worked most of the day, so I got out of a lot of it.
Oh.
Sorry, Mom, if you watch this.
Yeah, I should apologize too. It wasn't that long.
I hope you like your computer chair.
All right, so it sounds like there's plenty of love going to all mothers everywhere. So, all mothers, please enjoy this round, for these quotes are for you. Started off old school, BC style. Mothers are fonder than fathers of their children because they are more certain they are their own. Who said it? Jim, you are correct. Who said it?
Did we get a time error?
BC.
Easy.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
No, I didn't either.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Yes.
Confucius.
Incorrect.
BC. I don't have any names from BC. It's like
No philosophers?
Aristotle.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's like the.
We
I,
have a
I
winner.
couldn't remember if he was BC or not. That was like kind of threw me off there.
All right. Well, you do know AD started with the Romans, so the Greeks would have been gone by then. Just for future reference.
All right.
The show is educational.
Yes.
Maybe I should go back to school, huh?
We put the educational instructional label on this show. So all you kids out there, please enjoy.
Stay in school.
All right. Here's a good one. More recent, much more recent. This individual has a television show. Biology is the least of what makes someone a mother. Who said it? both correct.
Oprah?
I was just going to say that.
Nailed it. Really falling behind here, Liz.
I'll
Good.
catch up. I'll catch up. I got it.
Running
How
out of
many more?
cards here.
You want to do left?
Pressure.
You're going to need a miracle.
I am? Oh, God.
Don't sweat it.
I'm hot in here.
All right. Here we go. 19th century French literature. The heart of a mother is a deep abyss, at the bottom of which you will always find forgiveness. You're correct, Jim.
I lost.
Nope, not yet.
I don't think I have a guess on this one.
You need to get both of these last two correct, though.
Well, can I try guessing?
Yeah,
It was a man, correct? That's
It was.
It was 18th or 19th century?
19th.
19th French.
French literature, responsible for the French literature and realism movement.
I'm gonna guess Voltaire again. I don't know.
I can lay down a guess here.
Honoré de Balzac.
Yeah.
I
guess that
have
one.
no idea who that is.
It's the leader of the French realist literature movement. Last two questions.
All right, I gotta get these right. I have to get them right and
And
the
name
person,
the
right.
person.
Okay. Oh, this is rough.
How's it feel?
Pretty bad, actually.
Do you
I'm
want the
gonna be
one on
honest.
the left or the one on the right?
Let's go left.
Go left. You're going to seal your own fate here. Whatever else is unsure in this stinking dunghill of a world, a mother's love is not. 19th century Irish literature. Jim, you are correct.
I lost.
Yes.
Care to guess?
What did you say was 19th century?
Yes. 19th century. Author of a very famous novel.
It's I know I've read
The novel consists of one word, and it is the name of an individual.
I can't wait.
Is it Shaw? No.
Nope.
He talks about like Ireland during the potato famine, and like he says you should.
Somewhat. It's James Joyce. He wrote Ulysses.
Did he also write something about? I don't want to say it; it's awkward. But that like people should eat their babies.
I don't believe that was James Joyce.
No, no.
I don't think
'cause
so.
There was this thing I read in college and something about that.
I don't know.
Never mind.
James Joyce was a big fan of Homer and many Greek tragedies.
Okay.
I can't believe I lost.
Let's do the last quote for fun anyways. How's that?
All right.
A suburban mother's role is to deliver children obstetrically once and by car forever after. American editor, novelist, early 20th century. You're both
Novelist,
correct.
Man.
Said he was a novelist?
Yes. And editor.
Hemingway?
No.
Truman.
Nope. It was Peter DeVry.
Good game, Jim.
And
Yes, it
that
was.
concludes our game here.
I can't believe I lost.
Final score, Jim with 58 points.
All right.
What a record. That's amazing.
Show
Honestly.
record.
And Liz in second with 33. So Liz, you had a great run. We're sorry to have to let you go. We hope we can bring you back on a loser's bracket in the future. And hopefully you can redeem your title.
I should play against Ryan again.
Well, that may end up happening. We'll see how the loser bracket comes out when it's available. So, Jim, you coming back next week?
I am, yes.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to finding you an opponent. Plenty of options out there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see who comes up next to try and take me down.
We'll have to find someone that's pretty
If
knowledgeable.
I dress up and assume a different identity, can I come back?
I'm going to have to see some ID.
I definitely have some studying up to do for next week.
All right. Well, That's it for He Said, She Said. Thank you all for watching, and catch us next week.
I lost. Okay, half of that stuff was male oriented.